What's up everyone, John from Beyond ARTV. It's time for a double track review because Jack White has dropped two brand new songs from his upcoming album that is called Boarding House Reach. This record hasn't got a release date as of now, but just know that I and many others are stoked for this. Now Jack White is actually headlining a festival that I am going to, Boston Calling. This will be my first time ever seeing him live, and I was just saying the other day, I know he's going to drop the album before that. That's in May, and I feel like the album will probably drop in either sometime between March and May, I would say. So we got two new tracks, and they definitely showcase two different sides to what he's planning on this new record. We have Connected by Love, which is more of like the single choice, of course, one of the more, I guess, mainstream leading tracks in terms of like people being able to get into it a bit more. And just like he did with Highball Stepper on the last record, Lazaretto, he's got Respect Commander, which is a little bit more wild, a little bit more out there, and I like that he dropped these both at once. Now with this record, Boarding House Reach, Jack White said, I'm doing things differently, I'm gonna have a different sound overall, and so far, I don't necessarily see that. I see him pushing the boundaries in some ways, but with Connected by Love, for example, it doesn't really stray that far from the formula of Jack White in the past. However, I am not saying that that is a poor choice for a song to put out. In fact, this song has already really grown on me as I sat here and listened to it over and over again. They're both really easy to kind of listen to back to back with Respect Commander, Connected by Love. Connected by Love is going to appease more of the fans of something like Love Interruption. It reminds me of that from his first album because it does have those backing vocals, maybe a little bit gospel styled, not so much that they were on Love Interruption, but it did remind me of that in a way, the way that they played off of each other and used the male-female perspective. And then on this track, Connected by Love, I think it's kind of like a bigger picture song, as the music video kind of implies as well, with the way that we are all connected and rooted by love, of course. The track opens up in a little bit of an odd fashion. It does have that buzzing, synthesized feel to it, and some fans are already complaining that the track in general feels processed to them, and honestly, I don't feel that. I don't feel that way really at all. I mean, the opening will throw you for a loop maybe the first time you hear it, but it's not like that rides out through the entire song. In fact, we get a lot of organ and guitar and bass and drum pep as well. And I think that the organ is the big star of the show here on this one, which might be a bit odd. You might expect an electric guitar, especially if you're a Jack White fan, but rest assured, you're gonna get that on Respect Commander. So I'm totally okay with this. I will always be probably the biggest fan of Jack White shredding, going crazy on the guitar, really making it scream, but on this one, I'm okay with what he's getting across. Then we have Respect Commander, where things start to get a little bit more weird, eccentric, and Jack Whitey, if you will. This track cuts in, it does have a slower start to it, but the instrumental definitely builds in its momentum and its intensity. The way that it presents itself as it goes on definitely evolves. And on this moment, Respect Commander, I really like the lyrics once we finally get into them. He's talking about this relationship that he has and about the respect that he has for this woman, and it's very interesting to see how they kind of play off like fire and ice, and the way that the guitar really takes off, especially after the singing. It's just a nice solo and release that I think I had been waiting for the entire time, especially after listening to Connected by Love, which does have that big organ solo, and it really takes off and never really melts down, but does get a little bit more crazy. I was still waiting for a bigger payoff, and I do feel like I get that on Respect Commander. Love has always been a very big theme to Jack White, especially putting it in the title of like one song in an album. It's something that he's done all the way back to the White Stripes era, and now he's doing it again with his solo stuff. You might remember Would You Fight for My Love, Love Interruption, now Connected by Love. It's a recurring theme that he likes to discuss, likes to put in the title of a song, and honestly, I think it is probably, if I had to rank the three loves, I would say it ranks up at number 2 for me behind Would You Fight for My Love, because that's an incredible track from his most recent album before this, Lazaretto. What do you guys think though? Let me know what you think of the new songs in the comment section down below, and please don't forget to drop a like on the video while you're here. If you would like to know ratings for the songs, I would say 3.5 for Connected by Love, and just a little bit higher at a 4 out of 5 for Respect Commander. Thanks for watching. If you're able to support what I do here on both channels, then tap that top link. It'll take you to my Patreon or else the annotation there in the corner. It definitely helps out more so than ever during these hard times of me never knowing when something is going to get demonetized or not. Anyways, if you would like to see another Jack White review, tap here, another recent track review right over here, and I will see you very soon on Beyond ARTV.